Today is the winter solstice. The solstice is a time of stillness. So the solstice represents endings just as much as it represents beginnings. Every time a door closes, another door opens, right? Today we are ending the autumn season. So for the last 3 months, we've been in this season that has themes of things falling away, literally leaves falling off of the trees, representative of letting go of things in our life to make space, to bring the darkness, the emptiness into our life. And autumn was a season of preparing to rest, right? Preparing for winter, getting everything ready, harvesting all your crops so that you have food for the winter. It's preparing for this dark time that we are entering today. The solstice, the midpoint, is the beginning of the winter season, beginning this time of rest, beginning this time of reflection, looking back over the past zodiac cycle, contemplation, going into our darkness, maybe doing some inner work, using the low light to look inside of ourselves. So I invite you to embrace the cycles of nature as the cycles that are within ourselves. Embracing and understanding the themes that come through each season externally can help us to embrace and feel into, to embody the cycles that come internally. So at this time of year, every single year, the sun takes a break. The sun isn't able to offer his light as much as he does in the summer. And how many of us get mad at the sun that he needs to take a break? It is what it is. This is what we have become accustomed to. No one is expecting the sun to shine 24/7. It's just an understanding that the sun takes his break at this time. There's trust that the sun will return, right? So how can we honor this cycle within ourselves? How can we trust that when we go into these dark times, we will re-emerge with lightness, right? No one is expecting us to shine 24/7, usually, except for our inner voices, right? That inner pressure saying, like, you should be motivated, you should be going, you should be doing. That's poppycock. Nothing blooms all year. It's okay to take time and come into yourself. Just as I was talking about, it was a struggle doing yin yoga before this session. I knew I had to perform at 8:15 Central. I knew I had to show up for all of you. And it was difficult for me to get into that rest mindset. Even though I prepared, I laid the scene. I knew that it was a 50-minute class. I knew that I would have 25 minutes in between yoga and this. That's plenty of time to, get ready. So yeah, just sharing my story to show that I understand the struggle. I understand that it's second nature for us to be thinking what could I be doing today? What should I be doing today? Good morning, Eric from Seattle, just arriving. We are talking about the winter solstice, and then we'll pull an oracle card for it. So just as the sun is in his darkest time and we trust that he will return, in our darkest times, we may become emotionally attached to them, right? It may appear that we will never, ever, ever see the light again, that there will be darkness forever with no way out. But remember, you and I are parts of nature. You and I are a part of this universe that ebbs and flows. So how can we not ebb and flow the same way? So I invite you to embrace your cycles and to explore the themes of each cycle. So as the external is coming into winter, coming into a time of darkness and rest, even though this is the start of the sun returning, but winter is our time of rest. Today also begins Capricorn season. So Capricorn brings a theme of planning and looking ahead and making your concrete plans. I'm trying to think of a different word. Intentions, visualizing what you want your material world to look like. Capricorn is a cardinal earth energy. So cardinal is the beginning, the spark. We're starting this time of earth, planning the material, looking at our finances, looking at our resources, maybe our skills, maybe redefining what we value in our lives. So this may look like planning home projects in the planning phase, right? Like just getting your ideas on paper so that they can begin in the spring. Planning next year's budget. How am I going to handle my finances throughout the next year? Maybe exploring and looking around for the next class or the next workshop that you want to take, gathering your ideas, right? Gathering what's available to you. And this could also look like revisiting your eating habits, revisiting that idea of meal prepping that sounds so great that you just haven't been able to start just yet. This is your time to plan, take your notes, and also review and reflect on this last zodiac cycle. What worked for you this past year? What didn't work for you this past year? It's okay. It just is, Sometimes we try things and they don't work, and cool. I learned that doesn't work. Let's not try that again. And then again, let's talk about why I don't believe that New Year's resolutions are effective. I no longer make my New Year's resolutions. I make my spring equinox resolutions. The zodiac cycle is so set up for us to slow down at this time of year, to pause, to hibernate, to rest, to replenish. And how are we expected to replenish and achieve at the same time? It just doesn't make sense. I have opinions about the Gregorian calendar. And I know, Helen, earlier you said something about the Mayan calendar. Not familiar with it. I choose to use the astrological calendar. So as we begin this time of winter, this is our planning phase. This is literally like phase 1, like getting ready for Aries season, getting ready for the springtime when we start action. After Capricorn season comes Aquarius season. Aquarius is fixed air, sustained mental energy, fixed, sustained air mental energy. So Aquarius season gives you the mental gymnastics available to yourself to bounce around through the details of everything that you just planned in Capricorn season. This is time to communicate what you need, maybe reaching out to the facilitator of the workshop that you want to take and getting those details ready, maybe negotiating a budget with someone, bouncing your ideas off of friends and family, talking about things, thinking about things, like maybe planning new ideas, new ways to create what you plan in Capricorn season. Capricorn is planning, Aquarius is thinking about it, Pisces, mutable water, is feeling into it. Does this feel like something I want to carry into my next year? Is this, so water is our emotions and our intuition, mutable is the changing one, the one that allows us to get ready for the next thing. So we end our zodiac cycle being able to fine-tune our plans in accordance to what feels right, allowing yourself to change your mind, to flow down a different canal of that river. Then in March, we finally come to Aries season. That is cardinal fire. Let's go. Let's spark the igniter, let's turn on the engine, rev it up. Like, this is when it's time to take action. Spring equinox. The sun is halfway back, it's time to go. So that's what I think about winter and Capricorn season and all that stuff. So yeah, it's okay to be slow, and it's okay to rest, and it's okay to replenish yourself. Ooh, I had a thought during yoga this morning also. What was it? Ooh, sometimes I'm afraid of taking a break because I think that I want that break to last for the rest of my day. I don't know if any of you guys are the same, but like if I'm in a mood and I'm like, hustle, hustle, yeah, I'm getting all my stuff done. Ooh, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a break. I'm like, oh, what if I sit down for 4 hours instead of 20 minutes, you know? And I don't know how to put it into words, but there is something within the human design that I learned about. So if anyone knows about it, if you can help out, there is, like, some of us are made to take breaks when we feel like it, and some of us are made to need like a scheduled system of breaks, like a scheduled rest. So yeah, just knowing what works for you. If you know that you can just rest for a few minutes and get back up to it, if you know you can honor your body in that way, if that works for you, use it. If you know that you don't really trust yourself with that kind of energy, plan every other weekend I get 4 hours to do nothing, to have no responsibilities. Just see how that works out for you. Eric says, my solstice celebration plans have changed because of weather. I'm seeking my solstice celebration. It's almost as if the universe wants you to stay in and retreat, stay quiet. Christine, I am at rest when I want design. What does that mean? Oh, like when you're designing something, when you're creating something that is at rest, that is absolutely a way of recharging. Gary, should I have low motivation recently? Have caution that you are not shoulding yourself, Gary, but the low motivation is available right now. It is common for people to have low motivation right now. Yes, we are coming into this time of winter. The universe is inviting us to rest, to slow down. And also, we just came off of a lot of retrogrades. Excuse me. So the retrograde planets have been pulling us back into ourselves. They've been pulling us in. And it was, quite some time. The dates are not in my brain right now, but it's been months of lots of planets in retrograde. They're starting to move forward. But I'm feeling like we had this setup of retrograde energy, and they're starting to move forward, but we're going into winter. So yes, this low motivation, I believe, is commonplace. Elisa, yesterday I asked for a divorce from my husband, and I feel like this solstice is the closing of that chapter of my life. I know that's a big decision, Elisa, and however it works out is the way that it is supposed to work out. I love that you are honoring the cycles. I love that you are embracing the time of year and you're accepting everything that comes with it. So I wish you the best in all of that. Yes, Gary, stop shoulding myself. You shouldn't do anything. Who says you should? Let's ask the illustrated bestiary oracle cards. Which animal spirit we can embody throughout this winter season in order to prepare us for the springtime action? That's how I would like to ask this question. So feel free to send your energy into this deck. You can blow on your screen, you can shoot energy from your eyeballs, whatever feels good to you. Yep, it's in here, it's absorbed. And I will allow the universe to choose a card for us. So if you guys have been enjoying today's session so far, if you'd like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated but never expected. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my personal website on my Insight Timer About section. If you haven't followed me on Insight Timer, feel free to do so you can see when I post other classes. We'll be back on Friday here for the new moon. And let's see what our guides want us to know for the winter season. So the card that came through today was the Earthworm, with the message of discover your purpose. Life is straightforward when you know your purpose. While Earthworm may seem a simple creature, she knows her purpose well. She brings life. Earthworm wriggles through the soil, creating space for air and water, which is the lifeblood of dirt. Minerals wriggle through Earthworm's body, getting digested, so they are more available when the trees and plants come looking for a meal. Earthworm even regenerates herself, growing new sections when bits have been lopped off by a careless shovel. Regeneration is Earthworm's life purpose and daily work. What is your daily work? Earthworm reminds you that life is simpler when you connect your daily doings with your greater purpose. I take that card as using this winter season to tend to the soil of yourself. For any of you who garden or grow any type of crops, you know that if you have shitty soil, you have shitty crops. Same goes with humans. If you do not understand your insides, if you do not tend to your insides, to your own roots, what grows on the outside will not be as favorable and as prosperous, but that's not the word, as beautiful as it can be. You know, we're all beautiful in our own right. We're all growing in our own way at our own time. But the intention for this card was to ask what energy we can use throughout the winter season. Tending to yourself so that you can tend to others, right? Earthworm's body, where did that go? So minerals move their way through Earthworm's body so that the minerals are then available to the trees and plants through the Earthworm. So by healing yourself, healing your own trauma, you are literally in turn healing the trauma of the collective, of your ancestral line. Raising your own vibration has absolute impact on the vibration of everyone around you. Jackie, thank you very kindly for your donation. It looks like a Triskelion. I bet if I looked that up, I would know what it was, because I was looking at the image and it looks like a Celtic symbol, but I don't know the name of it, and that might be it. What you're talking about, Kay? Jody saved a little earthworm yesterday. I love it. TJ says earthworms are not considered native to Minnesota because they were extinct here in the last ice age under all the glacial pack. But they are back now. Resilient little buggers then. There you go. Find the resilience within yourself. Gary, I believe the blizzard for us is supposed to start tomorrow. I choose not to pay attention to weather forecasts and I just live as it is. Some may see that as careless because I don't prepare for anything, but I'd rather just flow with it. It's too much stress to worry about what may come, I guess. And I have the beauty of that because I'm able to work from home and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I think it's supposed to happen tomorrow and Friday. Jackie confirms. Okay, basically everything starts in one spot and spirals out into different directions. I like that. Ooh, and we can use that for the earthworm energy as well. We will have time for some energy healing today, guys, so we'll do that in just a second. But yes, earthworm energy starting on the inside, right? Tending to your own soil and allowing that soil to spiral the minerals and the nutrients outwards. Discover your purpose. Discover your purpose. Your purpose lies within. Know yourself. I'll give you a clue. Everyone's purpose in this universe is love. It has something to do with love. So just keep acting from love and you'll find your own personal purpose. Christine, your hubby may be hard at work plowing. Yes, my husband works for the village, so he gets called in to plow all of the time. That's another reason why I choose not to look ahead so much, because it causes a lot of anxiety in the house. Like, am I going to get called in? I don't know. And then it doesn't happen, and then there was a bunch of time wasted worrying. Carmina, Triscali or Triskelion, ancient Celtic symbol representing celestial, physical, and spiritual dimensions. Thank you, Carmina, and I'm sure I did not say those words correctly. But yes, embodying the blend of everything. Let's settle in for a little bit of energy healing today. How does that sound, everybody? Let's take some time to embrace our inner world. Take some time to embody this darkness. My purpose is just to be. I'm constantly trying to prove my worth, and I want to just go in. Well, let's do that right now, Christine. You have nothing to prove to nobody right now. So finding yourself in a comfortable position, seated or lying down. There are no rules. Closing down your eyes as you take a few deep breaths, settling into your space. And allowing all of your attention to float down to the contact points that your body has with the surface beneath you. Releasing the weight of your body onto Mother Earth and feeling her effortless support. Allowing every muscle in your body to turn off, surrendering your power just for a moment. And bringing all of your awareness directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of light. And spending a moment here, separating your awareness from your physical body, practicing a moment of detachment, and viewing life from your eagle's perch. And acting as the curious observer, as this egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head, feeling your awareness flowing down the back of your head, the sides of your face, over the temples and ears, flowing down the forehead, eyebrows, eyelids and eyelashes, dripping down the nose, flowing over the cheeks, the lips, the chin, the jaw, flowing down all sides of the neck, coming out into the shoulders, down the upper arms, touching the elbows on the way down the forearms. And kissing the wrists on your way down to your hands and fingers. And bringing your awareness up to your chest. And pausing for a moment here, finding the rhythm of your beating heart. feeling how the ribs expand and contract with the breath. Flowing further down the front side of your body, coming into the belly, feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. And noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. Flowing further down into the pelvic floor, and bringing all of your awareness to your upper back. Slowly flowing down the back side of your body, passing over the shoulder blades, weaving in and out the backs of your ribs, flowing down the mid-back, the lower back, coming down into your glutes. Flowing your awareness down the upper legs, past the knees, down the lower legs, past the ankles, to the tops of your feet, feeling into each toe, and the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every cell of your body at once. Using the breath to open the central channel of energy by breathing in deeply through the nose, watching the breath as it travels down your spine, all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And on the exhale, watch the breath reach up the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling down to the root, and exhaling up to the crown. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm as you begin to imagine roots growing down from every contact point you have with the surface beneath you. And watch as these roots travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper and digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. Welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this healing energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath, feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant glowing ball of sparkling golden light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The golden light slowly fades away as the connection to this healing energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. And taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. Slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles, and stretching out the body however it's calling you to. Perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating friction, creating heat. Cupping the warm palms over your eyes as you begin to blink your eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks. As you re-emerge from the darkness, slowly bringing yourself back into your physical body, returning to the light. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Thank you, Gary and Jess and Lee, for your donations. Kathleen, happy winter solstice. Jacqui, see you Friday. Jess, thank you. Have a wonderful solstice. Thank you, thank you. Christine, thanks for your donation. I will catch you guys in Katrina's dance party in just a minute. If you guys want to join the ecstatic dance session with Chris, I just lost my words. Katrina Boss. It started a few minutes ago, so I'm going to hop on over there. However, earthworm energy for this winter season. Don't be afraid to dig into yourself. Create new channels, create new canals on your insides so that energy has a place to flow. You know, your shadow may be blocking some of your energy flow. Just something to sit with. Don't be afraid to dig into yourself and nurture your soil. Thank you very much for your donation, Nicole. I will see you guys on Friday for the new moon. We are in this new season. We got a lot of newness going on. So thank you guys for being here with me today. One final namaste. The light in me honors the light in you, and even through the darkness, we can allow our lights to shine bright. Take care. I will see you very soon.